shy of there at the 24.
So here comes the AFC for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback. A first down throw coming. Savage. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second and 10, Savage caught. Kelsey, left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Through the Baker with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. Here's a carry for Saquon Barkley and the Giants. Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Savage. He finds Corey Davis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defense.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Shotgun now for Brady.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
And
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Savage. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
We're scoreless after 1. They'll run for it with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On their own side of the field, close to the 50, but their own side of the field, they only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man-on-man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there, we saw it. At the point of attack, find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give them credit for that one.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Savage.
A quick slant to Hill.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Brady going to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. To throw, it's Brady.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. DeForest Buckner coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And the NFC punt team out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So plenty of, well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway?
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense.
And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now Brady. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Chris Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's going to go down again. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and out will come the offense as they take over. The AFC offense now heading out for their first drive of the second half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here is Savage. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away. Really held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From midfield, here's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Savage. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the AFC.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
A first down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Buying time to his left. It's Kelsey on the ground. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the AFC on the board first. It's 3-0.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Four yards remain for second down. Here's Brady to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. On second down, here's Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Santos' kick is up and through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Savage. Finding Kelsey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Savage. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And it is incomplete. And had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Savage. They'll roll him out right. And Allen's got it. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. That's what we want right there, CD. It's the Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady to throw. This is caught by Evans. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Brady. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One final try now for Brady. This to possibly force OT. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
So anyway, that's our recap of this year's Pro Bowl, which over the years we've seen the NFL try out some different formats. But I'm not sure any was more wild than last year's edition, remember? How sick was it watching the biggest stars in the NFL compete on a virtual playing field in the video game Madden? And I got just tons of feedback on a play that was my favorite moment of the game. It came in the fourth quarter, you might remember, when Marshawn Lynch took control of the NFC squad and intercepted a pass from Snoop Dogg. Marshawn got so excited about sealing the game with that pick, he went beast mode on his own chair. He just destroyed the thing in the celebration. Believe me, if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you look it up. It is a classic moment. And you know what? Why don't we open it up to our audience? Who's the NFL player you'd want on your squad to win a virtual Pro Bowl in a game of Madden? And while we await those responses, here's my top choice, and it's last year's MVP, Kyle.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line as we get set here, 1st and 10. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
We start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Always got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Bill Mason, 75 yards. And just like that, another Ultimate Challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Des Fitzpatrick, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hello, watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the coach. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
We start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line as we get set here, 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Fitzpatrick. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. First and short. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to...
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. First and long, 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second and 12, Trask. Open man is Fitzpatrick. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll set up the screen to Funk. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. First and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working out of the gun. Here's Trask. That's complete. It's Cornell Powell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. That's exactly what he got done there.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Trask. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He's going to field this at the 4. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the coach. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
We start this challenge off in the 4th quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You have the ball on your own 35-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. To throw is Romo. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a 1st down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. 2 minutes left to go. This one, surprisingly, still scoreless. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
They'll run here with Mason. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey in the final minute. And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 7-0. At time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Trash throw pulled in here by Powell. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. A gain of 6 there on first. That's complete to the running back, Folk. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A.J. Brown, 57 yards. And the Chiefs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First down. Funk. And his first carry, he loses the football. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. Okay, so you won't be going undefeated against this challenge, but hey, the good news, losses don't count against you, so give it another shot. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. A run with a fullback. It's Ben Mason. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Room here to run. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A.J. Brown, 75 yards. Well, you came up short in this one, but no worries. Select replay challenge and go get that win. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Romo. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Anderson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And that's knocked away and incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And he's going to have a first down as he dives at the end to try to get as much as he can. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way.
Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a lower start difficulty if you... And the Chiefs offense ready to go on 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap for Romo, eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught by Anderson.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Touchdown! Steven Anderson from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got possession in your own territory. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Romo. Completes it to Powell. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Romo's throw taken in by Fitzpatrick. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ben Mason, a 15-yard touchdown run. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Okay, Coach, we start this challenge off in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You have the ball on your own 35-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Mason. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Out of the gun, Romo. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there for KC. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Less than 2 minutes to play in this game, and we are still scoreless. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They do snap it. Now Romo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Now Romo. He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short. And this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So Burrow and the Bengals down 6-0. A little under 1:50 remaining. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Cincinnati. Here's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Now Burrow, and that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away from the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now all eyes shift over to the Chiefs. Trailing by a point. 54 seconds to go. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. Romo now to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Romo. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Romo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can select to replay the challenge and be sure you pay attention to the challenge goals. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Romo. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the 1st down.
And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Romo. This is caught. It's Brown. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A.J. Brown 55 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return it, Darius Phillips. And able to get this out to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Burrow looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Now Burrow on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mason. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. Now they run. It's Mason. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. Now it's Romo. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive 7 plays in length. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Phillips. He takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.